Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
It is indeed the Call Flow Radio Show here on WFLO AM 870. We're streaming online, WFLO.net. To my immediate left, I'm John Staten, by the way, in case you haven't heard. Word may have gotten around by now. To the immediate left here is Noah Massage.
How's it going, everybody?
Consummate co-host there.
I hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. I don't use that word fantastic lightly. You know, when I say fantastic, I really mean it, John.
You do mean it.
Yes, I do. How are you doing, John?
I am rolling.
I am seeing the sparkle in your eyes I've never seen before.
A sparkle in my eyes.
I didn't even think your eyes sparkled, but you're on an upswing, John, as they call it in the
I have
business.
blue eyes, so I mean, if they do sparkle.
The blue eyes.
Yeah, if the blue eyes sparkle.
How's it going with you, John? What do you want? I mean,
what's that? How's it going with
John,
me?
you know what? I'm gonna say this. I'm actually not gonna say this.
Oh, good. Don't.
Okay, I was gonna say something, but
be best if you don't.
Well, I think it would be fun. I'm gonna say it regardless. See, I go back, go back and forth. I'm kind of
just remember I control the microphone.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I understand.
All right.
I wish I wasn't.
I'm in the captain's chair here.
I wish I wasn't so on the fence, being like, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not gonna tell you. But I think
you went to a comedy show last night.
I think we need more sound effects on the show.
I don't do enough sound effects?
Not enough. I mean, you do play songs, and
I've been
pretty
guilty
funny
of many
sometimes.
things, but not that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, sound effects.
So like what sound effects are you looking for?
Like I don't know, like an Opie and Anthony crash sound effect.
What is it with the crash?
People like the crash, John.
Well, what does that represent?
When you bomb, the only way to
when I bomb, when you bomb,
when you bomb or I bomb,
no, I don't,
or
bomb,
Henry bombs.
Yeah. Now,
when anybody bombs here on this show, whether it's a caller or one of us, it cannot be satisfied until there is a crash sound effect. It's something I believe in. My parents grew up thinking that way. They told me, Noah, when somebody bombs,
that's better than a crash.
No, it's not, John.
Yes, it is.
No.
You're putting the crickets to sleep, by the way.
Are they asleep if they're still making noise?
They're snoring in their sleep is what they're doing, yeah. So if you'd like to be a part of this program, you can give us a call, 434-394-0924.
I think all those crickets have, sleep apnea. They can't stop snoring.
It could be what it is. I don't know.
Somebody should look into that.
They ought to.
And we have a caller.
Yes, we do. So we'll see who that is. And say good morning. You're on the air.
Well, good morning, John.
Morning, Henry. How are you?
All right.
Top of the morning,
yes,
Henry.
Indeed. Yeah, hey, Noah.
How you doing?
I'm doing. I'm not doing very much, but I'm doing.
All right. Good stuff.
Yeah. Last time I went riding out through the country, I didn't realize we still had some nudist clubs around.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, and there was a nudist camp, and they had a sign out by the road that said, "Bear with us."
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, that's good.
And I know of a young man that wanted to go hunting. He wanted to go hunting bear. But anyway, they made him wear a shirt and pants instead of hunting bear.
Instead of hunting bear, yeah. That would not be good, especially in the wintertime.
Yeah, there you go. That'd have been a little grizzly, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Guy told me the other day he'd heard about a new doctor, and they had a little baby. And he asked me if that doctor was a baby doctor. I told him no, he was full grown.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want to go to a little baby who was a doctor. When I was growing up as a special treat, every once in a while, we would have fish, salt fish,
Right.
for breakfast, and it was really out of this world, really. And but you know, when you cook fish, they have that special odor. But my mom figured out how to stop that fish from smelling. She cut his nose off, and that stopped the fish from smelling.
Right. That'll do it.
Yeah, every time that'll do it. And I know y'all heard about the man that sat on his billfold. They said he was down to his last dollar. But anyway,
Sat on his last dollar.
The friend of mine, I won't call his name, but he had a glass eye,
Right.
and he had one made, and it was very expensive, thousands of dollars. And he was going they said he was going into Walmart one evening, and he tripped as he went in, and the eye popped out, and anyway, the floor was concrete, and there was a young lady walking along right next to him, and she saw it, and she grabbed it before it smashed against that concrete. And he was telling me about how she grabbed it and gave it back to him. And I said, what did you say to the young lady when she did that? He said, oh, of course, I asked her for a date. And I said, you asked her for a date? He said, yeah. I said, why would you ask her for a date? He said, well, she just caught my eye. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And then there was a baseball player.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he played with a baseball which had a swatter attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him why he had a swatter on the baseball. Well, he said that was to catch fly balls.
Fly ball.
Yeah. Yeah. Use swatter.
Right.
Anyway, yeah. Then there was a baseball player that finally got rid of his old bat, and he never remarried. Now, I don't understand that. He finally got rid of the old bat. Yeah, well, I don't think I said that. I do have a kind of a serious thing,
All right.
if y'all don't mind.
No.
Well, even if you do mind, I still have it. Back in 1980, my wife Joyce had a checkup in Lynchburg because she'd been having a problem for about 3 weeks. So doctors did tests for a half a day, and then she came home. And they called her to come back the next day for further tests. In the meanwhile, the Lord had showed me that she'd be healed on the second Sabbath after the first. That's 3 weeks. That's 21 days. Second Sabbath after the first. All right, so the day she went back was the 21st day of the problem. So we again come to Lynchburg for further tests. When we left Farmville, she still had the problem, but God healed her somewhere between Farmville and Lynchburg. Doctors spent another half a day at the hospital trying to find out what they had found earlier. They're looking for it, but it was gone. And that was a miracle.
Right.
And another miracle was there was no charge for 2 days at the hospital and no charge from the doctors. It was all free because of the healing hand of the Almighty. But we didn't get charged, didn't have to pay a penny. That, too, was a miracle, as it said. So the Lord moves in mysterious ways, for sure.
Yeah.
If anybody has anything they'd like to share with me or have prayer about it or just want to visit on the phone, my number is 39. Oops, I was getting ready to tell you your number. My number is 414-0096. 414-0096.
And that's area code 434, correct?
Correct, yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And I hope to be able to talk to you again on Thursday.
Hope so,
that
Henry.
sounds great. Hey, Henry, you got any plans for Halloween?
Yeah, they're going to let me take my mask off.
Oh, sounds fun. Sounds fun.
All right, you take care, Henry.
We never celebrated Halloween at our house when I was growing up. And
Yeah.
In fact, we didn't raise pumpkins, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, we never celebrated Christmas. We didn't even really celebrate birthdays. No big deal. I mean, but Christmas was the main one, and Easter. Those were the two that we celebrated at home when I was growing up.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll hear from you on Thursday, that is.
Yeah, Chris will be here.
So,
All right. Well, you take care, Henry.
All right, thank you, Henry.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, Henry's going to be taking off his mask, which I can't wait for. That's going to be weird and wacky. I can't wait for it. It's amazing. John.
Yo.
Top of the morning. How you doing, sir? How you doing, John?
I am rolling is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
know what else happened on
Yeah.
this day in history?
What else happened on this day in history?
1929, collapse of U.S. stock market prices on this day in history. Just 5 days after nearly 13 million shares of U.S. stock were sold in one day in 1929, an additional 16 million shares were sold this day, called Black Tuesday, further fueling the crisis known as the Great Depression.
Yeah. Some believe that we're going to go back to that time.
I don't see why they would think anything like that.
You're being facetious.
No,
clearly.
no, not me. No,
John. I mean, like, really,
No,
do you think there's
never.
a possibility that we can go back to the Great Depression at this point? I mean, we have so many
In a heartbeat.
resources.
I mean, I don't know.
We have so many resources, and
yeah, that we don't use.
and with the
but we let every other country use theirs. Anyway, let's see.
I really want to move off that subject.
Yeah, I bet you do.
John, who are you voting for this election?
Not who you're voting for. I can tell you that.
No, who am I voting for?
Oh, you know who you're.
I was going to vote for my cat Jeff. Now,
Well, if you write them in. 1998 Hurricane Mitch. Do you remember Hurricane Mitch? Usually they have what is it? Tornadoes that have women's names and hurricanes have guys' names.
Do they put that much thought into that?
I honestly don't know. Hurricane Mitch made landfall hitting northern Honduras. One of the deadliest Atlantic hurricanes on record, caused 11,000 deaths, or some 11,000 deaths in Central America.
That's a lot of fatalities.
2015, so we're kind of jumping around,
Yep.
was announced that China was ending its one-child policy beginning in 2016.
That's
Couples
nice.
could have 2 children.
They give them options.
Now, that's the kind of place you want to live in, right? Where they dictate to how many children you can have.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even with that regulation in place or law, China's still overpopulated. But I'm not saying it's right to now. I don't think you should be able to have. Well, I mean, some people. Okay, let me rephrase that. I think some people in America should have that 2-child limit, but because they just have way too many children. This is the beliefs of Noah Sarge, not WFLO, AM 870, or it's not the beliefs of John Staten either.
Definitely not.
But like I know, like that Duggar family on television, 19 kids and counting. There is no reason, unless if you're trying to raise like a little army to fight for you, to have 19 kids. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. And you're telling me those parents know all those kids' names in an instance? I doubt it. Come on, that's 19 kids. That's way too much to keep up with. Anyways, I think it's good. I think my personal like limit is like I'm gonna say 8, and that's a lot in my opinion. Like 8 children, that's a lot. But
wasn't for the Brady Bunch though, right?
Hey.
No, that was
Full House.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It was Happy Days.
Happy Days. Hey,
that was the font.
I don't know my TV shows.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
Yeah,
that's right. Fact,
that's right, man. Yeah.
Until he decided to jump the shark.
Yeah. True.
So, that's what ruined that.
Well.
Arthur Fonzarelli.
John, do you want to...
you want me to keep going down the dates here? I can do that for you.
Or we can talk.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Sure, why would we talk on a radio show in the morning?
Well, I am talking. You just won't let me do it. Can I talk now? No, I'm just kidding. You don't want to talk about anything historic? That's okay if you don't. Obviously you don't, so we won't. All right. So, with that being said... let's bring up a couple of things. Did you know that Richard I'll get it right here in a minute. Richmond Symphony Orchestra is coming into town.
No way.
Free concert. Yep.
I actually did know that. In the
German.
You know how I found that out?
How'd you find
Farmville
that out?
Now. We're pulling that event. And I was like, got to get to
look
that
at
Richmond Symphony.
All right. Go ahead and do your...
I'm not doing... No spiel. No spiel. But we're hoping we'll be releasing that. I mean, it's pretty certain that we'll be releasing that early to mid-November, most likely early November.
Right.
I would say within, should be by the 15th. So, anyways, yep, it's an all-in-one community calendar, a very comprehensive community calendar. You can add your own events. You can... if you have an event that you want to promote, you can do that. There's an option for it. It's just a really, really valuable tool that, is lacking in the Farmville community. And we're really, really excited and happy to bring such a valuable resource to people in the community.
And anything else?
No, I mean, that's it. That's my spiel.
Spiel. Cumberland deals with latest school threat. FBI brought in to help. Had you heard about this wonderful story?
Let me tell you about the FBI.
Okay.
Most likely they killed JFK. I mean...
That would be Noah Massarge speaking, if you're listening out there.
Oh, wait. That's right. The radio's...
FCC might be
FCC
listening.
is probably listening. You know what? I meant most likely they love JFK.
I thought you would change your tune.
Yes, of course. Yeah. We can't have the fuzz coming over.
No.
John, you've been in radio a long time, and you the cool thing about you is you have like this wealth of knowledge in like stories relating to radio. Your father was in radio. You worked in radio.
Yep.
You have like a wealth of knowledge. Has anybody ever told you about like the FCC? I know Henry talked about it one time but that was back in the, I want to say probably in the 70s or 80s, where the FCC, there was like somebody working with the FCC came by WFLO back in the 70s or 80s and asking to see like something. But like, I mean, have you heard any stories of like in the 90s, the FCC coming by and being like, hey, you're doing this wrong. Blah,
Just
blah, blah.
what I've read online.
Yeah. And what is that like? How is that pretty intense?
I don't know. I can't speak for myself, but I would imagine anybody leveling fines on you for doing something wrong. I don't know if the visitation thing happens, like they actually show up on the premises maybe, but they will, send you some sort of email something, or they'll get you somehow, they'll contact you some way, somehow. as far as, letting you know, informing you. They let these stations know when they've done something wrong and say stuff like, I was just reading this morning something about some station got fined for, I don't know why they would have done this, but firing tones that weren't actually mandated EAS type tones, but they were using them anyway. I don't know why you would do something like that, but anyway, we got a call. Good morning, you're on the air. Hello?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Okay, so the old eyeball joke again, huh?
You got another one for the other eyeball or a different joke?
No, but I got something for it.
Okay.
That's the Yeah. Hey,
I knew what it was. Took Noah here a second.
Took a second. I just heard scream. I was like, "Is this Halloween? Is that like a Halloween?"
I raise you your crash
Yes.
and lay this down. If I can give it the
All right, one more.
Hey, all right,
one
so
more time.
That's good. Yeah, I can hear it more clearly now.
How about this? How about that? We're having dueling sound effects, like dueling banjos or something like that.
Oh, is that what this is?
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go.
That's your fastball down the middle right there, John. That toilet flush.
Yeah. Right. Oh, that's a good one. The old Goofy scream. I love that. That's in the when I play the George Jones thing on Friday. That's one of the sound effects in there.
Yeah. Okay.
I used to think that was so funny as a kid when Goofy would be skiing or something like that down the slope, and then he'd go too fast and yahoo! Yeah.
I think it would be worth it to get like a slide whistle sound effect, or I'll just bring in a slide whistle, so we could just be like,
Okay.
All right, John.
All right.
Well, you guys have the bell, so you know that's like sound effect one, and then you just got to expand from there. But I found all these off of YouTube.
That's where I get most of mine. That's usually the sound that Noah plays when he gives me an idea of his.
So wait, hold on, time out. You're saying I present you an idea and then I play the loser tone from The Price is Right?
No, that's what's playing in my head.
Oh, that's what's playing in your head after I said. Okay, all right. Misheard you.
That's Muttley, by the way.
Muttley, yes.
Muttley thinks you're a funny guy, Noah. You wanted sound effects. You called down the thunder, my friend. You got it. I will give you sound effects.
Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic. Whoa!
Say so. Don't call down the thunder on me on sound effects.
Oh no, I would never think of that.
All right.
Never.
So, Mr. Caller, what's going on with you lately? We haven't heard from you in a while.
Speaking of vehicles, I've been working on a Camry that's been sitting for 4 years, and I had to swap out the gas tank because it was full of rust. So I'm finally going to finish it up today, I think.
Okay, all right. That's not. Yeah, Camrys. I mean, are those pretty easy to work on? Toyota usually is pretty reliable, I want to say. Right?
Yeah, this is the first Toyota that I've ever worked on, and every bolt is 10 millimeters, so that's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool. Oh, actually, caller, I have a little surprise for you, John. I need you to be my eyes and ears and mouth. I'm gonna.
Anything else I can do for you?
I want to introduce just a quick segment since we're speaking of cars called "What's in My Pocket." John, can you tell? I'm reaching in my pocket right now. Tell people what you see. Look, what are these? Okay.
Tools of some kind.
I got like a couple of wrenches. Just
it looks like you've been working on a car.
I have like I have like sockets and some other stuff.
You look like MacGyver.
Yeah, I know.
You taking out duct tape anytime soon? Or?
All right, John. Okay. Man. But yes, car problems. Gotta love them or hate them.
So what's the matter with your car, Noah?
My battery. I was an idiot. I left my door open for like 20 to 30 minutes, and I guess that drained my battery enough to where I couldn't start it by itself. I had to get it jumped, and so I ended up just driving around and trying to recharge the battery, and I had to do that a couple of times. But on top of that, I have to replace my rack and pinion, my CV axle.
Oh no.
Yes. There's something else.
Are you going to do that yourself?
I tried, and then I was like, "What am I doing this for?" And I scheduled an appointment with a mechanic. I can't. The rack and pinion was too much, and also you need to get a tire alignment as well when you do the rack and pinion. And I thought it would just be best if they, just take it and do it there, so I'm not driving it with unaligned tires and just a whole situation.
Oh boy. Okay. All right. Well, good luck with that one, man. The rack and pinion. That's a pretty big job, man.
You've turned into This is Garage Gear Show, and my name's John, and over here's Noah, and we're going to get your car running right for you by the end of the day.
Is that your, Beetlejuice impression?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That's pretty good, John.
Well, yeah. We're going to get those motors running for you. Call in now.
Thank goodness I couldn't have taken much more of that.
Exactly. That's what I was.
There you go.
Yes.
Oh, man. All right, man. You guys are on a roll today with the sound effects. That's great.
I've got a ton of them. Oh, man. I think I have a collection.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've talked about cars and all kinds of good stuff today. Bad jokes.
Yeah. I know you guys are at the bottom of the hour. I got another car story for you. I'm going to have to call back later and tell you that one.
All right. Well, you do that. All right. Take care and have a great day.
Okay. All right, guys.
All right. Bye. All right. He is correct, though. We do have some stuff to take care of.
Yes, we definitely do.
And the first would be the weather. Mm-hmm. And the weather is being brought to you by Harold W. Collins and Grading, located at 2113 Cumberland Road, Farmville.
Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading has been helping to build Southside and Central Virginia since 1960, providing all excavation, general contracting, and hauling needs. 5 miles north of Farmville, 2113 Cumberland Road, at the intersection of 45 and Range Tavern Road. Call 392-6010 or stop by Harold W. Collins Clearing and Grading.
All right, for today, looks like this. Mostly sunny with a high near 71. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 51. Wednesday, mostly sunny, a high near 77. And Wednesday night, mostly clear with a low around 55. Thursday, sunny, a high near 78. Partly cloudy Thursday night with a low around 61. And right now in Farmville, let's do a couple of varying things here. This one says cloudy, 46. Humidity, 93%. Winds are calm. And then this one basically says 90% humidity. Winds calm. Barometer, 30.42. This one says overcast skies, 49. So 49, 46, somewhere in the vicinity there. Weather brought to you by Harold W. Collins and Grading. Call 434-392-6010. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
Yo! It's a whole down show, and we got the birthdays for you. And Noah Massage gonna tell you what day your birthday is on. Happy birthday. Go ahead, Noah.
All right, John. Thank you for that. All right. Today is the 29th of October, last time I checked.
Yeah.
We're almost done. We're almost done with this month.
It's almost over.
Thank the Lord.
The show, too.
And, starting off the list, we have Caroline Knight, Alice Cortetz, Kai Fisher, and last but not least, Camden Roberts on the birthday list for today, October 29th. Hope everybody has a great day, celebrate right, and, happy birthday. John?
Now that it's over, have you any regrets?
The birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it is not right, we will make it right. Call 434-392-2802. And how can they get those names on?
They can email them to birthdays@wflo.net. And they can also call them in at 434-394-0924.
I know. Let's have a spelling contest.
That would be entertaining for the whole family, I think.
That would be. Riveting.
Yeah, that would be. So the phone lines are open. Same number you just gave, right? 434-394-0924. He said, he had another car story to tell us maybe somewhere down the road?
I think he might call in a different day. That's
I know, but I meant...
yeah.
That's what he kind of gave us
Yeah, we gotta, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we did local celebs. We got to do the other celebs. I know you can't wait, but actor Richard Dreyfuss turns 77. This can't be a boating accident.
Father of
whatever he said. Father of what?
Dreyfuss.
No.
Julie.
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you sure? Same last name.
I don't think so.
Same
well. Okay. That usually warrants that that's somebody's father. I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Let's take the next caller now. Good morning, you're on the air.
All right.
Hey, play the sound again of Goofy falling down.
Let's see if I even have it on a singular sound effect. Hold on. If I don't, I can't make it work. I don't have the sound effect on me. I'll have to grab it. I've put it inside the Finally Friday song, but I don't actually have the sound effect here on me. Sorry.
You played it a few minutes ago.
No, I didn't. It was the other caller that did that.
Oh, he had it.
So he'd have to call back and play it for us until I can put it in the system. I'm surprised I don't have it in here. I've got other sound effects, though. I've got stuff like this.
Dun, 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 dun,
very suspenseful kind of music. I was thinking, like, when Noah's show comes on, that'd be a good sound effect.
That would be a good... You should put that in the system for when my show goes on, John.
Yeah, or this one.
Great.
That's a good sound effect.
I'm not going to lie, these are good sound effects.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But anyway.
John, can you play the Muttley one again?
Let's see. I'll just type in Muttley. There we go. He did that so he could blow his nose. So what's going on with you today, Mr. Caller?
Oh, not much. I'm just listening to y'all goof around.
That's about what it amounts to, yeah. Yeah, just goofing off.
Do you have any clips from the Andy Griffith show in your sound effects?
Oh, yeah, if I can find them. Let's see. I could try typing Andy and seeing what comes up or just skim. Some of them are related towards, like, stuff for the lunch break show. I know I've got Barney here somewhere. Let's see what I got, what he's saying. All right, I got a couple of Barney, I think. I got the one for the morning.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
That plays in the morning sometimes.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
That's when he called Juanita over the phone, and Andy snuck up behind him as he was doing it.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah.
Then I got this one.
I'd be inclined to treat a girl like that a little bit rough.
Yeah. I usually use that on the Friday party.
Yeah.
Like if I play some rocker chick like Lita Ford or Pat Benatar or Joan Jett, I'll say, Barney, if you could date a girl like that, how would you treat her?
I'd be inclined to treat a girl like that a little bit rough.
Exactly. There you go. It's all to land a joke. That's all it is.
Yesterday, Noah asked we had any dreams that might be unusual for Halloween.
I did ask that. Yeah.
Well, when I was a little kid, I used to have an occurring dream that Barney the dinosaur would jump out of the TV and sit on my lap. It would scare me to death.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right at the end.
Was it like you were just like were you like home alone in the dream and you were just like watching it by the TV? Just like breaks through. Wow. Oh, that is spooky. I don't like that.
And it was at the end of the show too.
God.
Right when he'd say goodbye to the kids, he'd jump out of there and sit on my lap.
What would you do? Just scream?
Yeah. No, I'd normally be telling him to get off of me, and he wouldn't listen.
Sounds like the Barney I know.
Barney.
Wow. Okay, that is kind of crazy. Oh, did you watch Barney then growing up? I mean, did you not like the show after you started getting those dreams? Like,
surprisingly, I'd still watch it.
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow.
We're still talking about Barney Fife and not Barney the dinosaur.
No, we're talking about Barney the dinosaur.
I thought so.
I know you thought so.
Can you impersonate him?
You love me. We're a happy family. You mean that guy?
No, just kidding.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
The same thing would happen with characters from, like, Disney movies on occasion, too.
They would just break through your TV in the dream.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, Caller, didn't you have a dream about like, John Staten doing a Goofy impression, too?
A Goofy impression?
No, but I've heard him do one.
Oh, I can do one now.
Okay.
I can do one.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did have a dream one night. It was right before he came back from his trip to Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dream that he came back and he sounded like Mickey Mouse. Like he couldn't control it all the time.
Mickey. I would get tired of talking like Mickey all day long. That would get old real quick.
Yeah, imagine doing the weather like that. That's what you were doing in my dream.
Well, we can do a test run, right?
I guess. I just gave the weather, but I guess we can give it again. It doesn't really change all that much from top to bottom of the hour.
Mostly sunny with a high near 71.
That's about as good as I get.
That's what you were doing. And then you were like, you can call in at 234-394. You're 824.
You're better than I am. I think you've got it nailed.
I do too much of this low stuff, and I can't get up high anymore.
And then you got, people like Ernest T. Bass.
I speak when it's my turn to speak.
See, that's a Noah. That should be a Noah liner.
I speak when it's my turn to speak.
I speak when it's my turn to speak.
I speak when I turn.
You also have that great Simon and Garfunkel song.
Oh, yeah, the great,
the ones the kids love. Yeah. Everybody but Noah loves it. All right.
I heard about Farmville Spotlight on Thursday. I can't wait.
Yes, John Golden from Pack Sydney Band. They actually just played at the Joan Perry Brock Center at Longwood.
Really?
Yeah. So he's off of a couple of big shows, and hopefully get an hour in to just kind of interview him, see how's everything going with that, and just it's gonna be a very fun interview. I feel like
that was one of the best ones when you had Back Sydney Band on there.
I really enjoyed that one. I really enjoyed that one. Yeah. Also, Nick Bird, the last one that we had, also was very enjoyable. I
might call in and ask a question.
You should, definitely. Feel free.
I might do that. I can hear it now. I'll call and know it's going to tell him, oh, that's Potato Guy from Call Flow calling in.
Potato what? Huh?
Potato Guy.
Yeah, I know. But John's going to be like, what are you talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was a good nickname, but this is me.
The last guy that called in before me, has he ever been in radio before?
I used to think the same thing. I actually asked him if he had ever done that before. I think he said no.
He has the cadence, and also he has the...
you can do it, because he's got one of those kind of voices where you can talk about beer and steak and, that kind of thing.
John, can you do a Calvin... Can you do a Calvin Cecil impression? The guy that produces Ron?
Calvin Cecil's got a really low voice. This is Calvin, and we got... I mean, he's so low that it's like... This is Calvin. Yeah, I can't do it great to sound just like him, but he's got a very low register. Very low.
He used to host a show when Hanover County had its own radio station, and it was a smooth jazz show, and he called it Sunday in the Park.
They called it what?
Sunday in the Park.
Oh, Sunday in the Park. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Could you imagine him doing smooth jazz?
We're going to have some nice jazz for you on this Sunday afternoon.
You know, you're doing a Dirty Harry a little bit.
No, Dirty Harry's more like this.
That's right. Your face is more...
You gotta slant your eyes and talk like you're barely moving your mouth.
The look on Noah's face is priceless here.
John, can you do Trump?
My Trump's not that good. My Trump almost sounds like
Dr. Evil. You know what I mean?
Is it really your Trump?
But every time I do it, it sounds more like
Dr. Evil.
It sounds like this. I'm here to tell you.
No, I haven't really tried to practice my Trump, to be perfectly honest.
We will build a great, big, beautiful wall that I can tell you, believe me, we will.
I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, what's up with Trump and walls, John? You agree with just building walls?
No, I'd say let everybody in. The heck with it.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Free for all for everybody. Matter of fact, let's just stop working now and just do like what they do and run around in the streets all day long. Okay, we're ending the show now. See you guys later.
I knew I shouldn't have said that.
No, you shouldn't have.
John gets politically ticked off, and anytime I say something mildly left-leaning, and it's amusing.
Mildly?
Mildly.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But speaking of which...
I wish I could do my voice like that. I wish I could do my voice like that.
What was that, Gomer?
I wish I could do my voice like that.
He was talking about that guy that was calling earlier.
Yes.
The guy with the low voice. He would be good for radio. I don't think he wants to take a cut and pay, though. But yeah, he said maybe someday he might give it a shot. I think he'd be good. He'd be good for rock radio, is what I'm thinking. Well, Mr. Caller, you got anything before we have to go?
I don't think so.
All right, well, thank you for calling in. Have a great rest of your day. Call back whenever you'd like.
Yeah, definitely call in for the Farmville Spotlight. We would love to hear from you.
And that's this Halloween?
Yeah, this Halloween. You're right, John. Oh, and also...
That is scary.
I should announce as well, I apologize, but on Call Flow on Thursday, we are going to have a special guest from the Mystic Raven. It's a new... I'm not exactly sure what they want to be called. I think a spiritual shop is best, but it's a new spiritual shop that just opened up next door to us in the same building. But they're going to come in and talk about the paranormal, and I'm very excited to have a conversation with them. It's going to be me and Chris Wood and Christy and Rich from Mystic Raven.
Who's filling in for her on Friday when she's not going to be there?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Who's going to be filling in for her on Friday when she's not there?
I guess...
I forgot about that. I guess it'll... I don't know, we'll have to... I guess it'll be me since I'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll be scary in itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so... There you go.
You'll do it by yourself that day?
What's that?
I'll probably...
do it by yourself that day?
I can be here, or, yeah, we'll
figure something out.
Yeah.
Would you prefer Noah to be on?
Or would you prefer...
So he can play you those songs?
Those songs.
We'll start playing the Christmas music on Friday.
Yeah, that'd be more of Noah's thing, so I'll leave that to him if that's what he wants to do. All right. You have a great rest of your day, sir. Call back.
I will.
Okay, take care. Bye. All right, phone lines are open, 434-394-0924, if you'd like to partake. Or whatever you would prefer to do. Mm-hmm. I didn't even make a dent in the celebrity. Richard Dreyfuss, 77. Mm-hmm. Fun fact, portrayed Santa in the 2022 film Save Christmas. Never saw that. Actor Rufus, is it Sewell? I don't know. Turns 57. I recognize him, though. He was in a movie, what was it? A Knight's Tale or something like that? And it was set in with knights and all that sort of stuff time, but it had rock and roll music in the movie set. So when you were watching it, you would hear stuff like Queen, We Will Rock You, and stuff like that.
It is A Knight's Tale, by the way.
And it's got, who was the young guy that was in it who's no longer
Heath
with
Ledger.
us? Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, Heath Ledger was the hero type, and that guy that I just said who's having a birthday today, he was the antagonist or the Black Knight type character. Fun fact, portrayed Alex Hamilton in the John Adams miniseries. Rufus, it's Sewell, so it could be Sewell. Something like that? I don't know. Never actually heard. I could recognize his face. Actress Winona Ryder turns 53 today.
Your favorite, John.
I used to have a crush on her. Fun fact, reprised her role as Lydia in the Beetlejuice sequel that came out earlier this year. She was in a ton of stuff. Some stuff I saw, some stuff I didn't. She was in Bram Stoker's Dracula. She could have been in Godfather Part 3 until... I think she wanted to do Dracula instead. They came out about the same year, 92 or something like that. And so when she went and did that, I think that's when, Coppola got his daughter to play the role of Al Pacino's daughter in the film.
Sophia.
Yeah, that could have been Winona Ryder. So, who else do we have? Actress Gabrielle Union turns 52, and we do have another caller. We'll take that. Say good morning. You're on the air.
Yes, is it too late to put a birthday on?
Not at all.
I like a birthday on for the day.
Okay.
For Travis Harris.
Travis Harris.
Travis Harris, got you.
Where's Travis from?
From Prince Edward County, from Prospect.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I'm the retired sheriff of Prince Edward County.
Okay, well, we're on our best behavior over here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye.
Just want to wish Travis Harris a happy birthday from Prospect.
Indeed.
Enjoy it. Live it well.
Hey, I got a text message. Dan Albus is here on Friday. He'll join John on Call Flow.
Very nice.
So there you go. Passing that along as I get it myself. So there you go. Cool beans. All right. So there you go. Got Dan Albus going to be here on Friday to join me on Call Flow.
Copy that.
Because I didn't even think about doing Call Flow by myself. I hadn't even given that a thought. I was thinking about
John,
just filling in.
Don't you miss the days, though, when you did that?
I got stuck with it at least once.
Yeah.
And that was around Christmas time, and I ended up playing Christmas music because the voice was shot because I had sinus infection or something. And yeah, that was an interesting day to be sure. So, Noah, anything else you want to add before I go any further with... Oh.
I'm looking at the celebrity birthdays right now.
Kate Jackson, 76, one of the original Charlie's Angels.
We also, Gabriella Union turns 52.
I mentioned that, but go ahead.
Okay, sure. Her middle name is Monique. What is that, John?
I don't know.
Monique.
What is it?
Monique.
Oh, you're asking how to say it?
Yeah.
Okay. Monique and Unique. And then we have singer Randy Jackson of the Jacksons, 63. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to birthday-wise?
Yeah.
I'm taking that as a no?
No.
Okay.
All right, John. Well, let me ask you this, John.
Yes.
You
Okay.
You got any plans for Halloween?
I'll probably trick or treat with my nephew.
I don't.
We'll be going as a wrestler.
I don't think.
And I want to say it's Jey Uso. You don't think I can
trick or treat?
I mean, I walk with him.
Oh, okay.
I did it. I've done it before.
You're not going to dress up and...
No, I did that last year and the year before. One time I was Buford T. Justice.
Yeah.
You scum bum. He was Little Bandit, and I was Buford T. Justice.
All right.
And that was fun for the whole family because most people got that because that's a very popular film.
It is a very, very fun
Especially
film.
out this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's Burt Reynolds. It's funny.
What do you mean out this way?
In the country. In the South. That's what I mean.
Oh,
in the country. You're looking at something.
Right.
Do you have anything?
No, I was just looking up Smokey and the Bandit.
Oh.
Yeah, just like about it. Yeah, I never seen this film.
That does not surprise me
I never
at
seen
all.
this film.
That does not surprise. It doesn't have, I don't know, one of your cohorts in it. I don't know.
My cohorts?
Yeah, those people you love so much.
What are you talking about,
Doesn't have
John?
Meryl Streep or something in it.
Meryl Streep? What's wrong with
Glenn
Meryl
Close or something like that.
Jeez.
James, how you feeling this morning? I feel good. I was hoping
All right,
you'd say that.
Good.
Yep.
John.
Bullwinkle, are you excited for that? What is it you got coming up Thursday? Spotlight?
The Friday party?
No, the Spotlight.
Thursday, yeah.
Bullwinkle, are you excited for that Spotlight?
Whoa,
I knew you would be. He is.
Ah.
We all are.
Great.
Well, you only got less than 2 minutes.
All right, John. Well, let's talk about Halloween. Tell me about your worst Halloween memory. Whether somebody stole all your candy and...
Never had that happen.
Do you have any terrible Halloween memories?
Well...
yeah. I just saw something come to your mind. It's just...
Yeah, but it's not really all that bad.
Okay, well, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear about it.
I remember one year, and this one when I was pretty young, and I dressed as Dracula and went all out. I had my hair dyed black. Face was painted white. I borrowed it looked like an iron cross kind of necklace, but with a ruby in the middle, something like Dracula would wear.
Sure.
And I had and that was borrowed from a guy that we lived close to when we lived in Richmond. And I went into this contest, and I thought I would probably win it because we went all out, and I came in second place to some kid who was wrapped up like a mummy.
So your worst memory is not winning first place at something, but winning second.
But it really isn't. It's just something that popped in my head when I think about Halloween as a kid.
Nobody ever stole your candy or beat you with your candy bag. And
the retrospect one would be. I remember seeing a picture of me even smaller than what we were referring to in that story, where my mom went all out and dressed me like a hobo. And all it
consists... Is she laughing in the photo as well?
Well, she's probably taking the photo laughing. And all it was I had some stupid bow tie on and a fake big plastic cigar and some sort of hat, some sort of top hat. I don't know. It was.
Those hobos love their cigars.
You're not kidding. Yeah, we love our cigars, yes. So there you go. All right, I think we got to go. It's that time.
All right.
All right. And you're next, aren't you?
Toodaloo, John.
All right.
Yes, I am.
Toodaloo.